Kings.
Okay.
It's my guy, Kevin Gleason. That's my camera shot, right? You might be blocking me. I'm just saying, dude. Let's get this. No, I'm messing with you. No, man, we're excited to have you here.
We're going here.
Are we going here? All right, let's go here. I'm joking with you. What did you want to do with communication?
He doesn't joke about that.
What did you want to do with communications? What was your thought?
Once I'm done playing basketball, I still want to be around the game, whether that leads me to coaching or commentating. But I just wanted to, get more comfortable with public speaking, and taking those classes at USC definitely helped with that.
Speaking of coaching, didn't you just have your camp?
Yeah, I just had my second annual summer basketball camp. It went great.
At your old high school?
At my old high school, Etowanda High School, which you guys probably heard of because Kessler Edwards went there before.
Yeah.
Rancho Cucamonga, right?
Yeah, yes, sir. IE. So, I had my second camp. It was great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your decision to come to Sacramento, man. Tell me about that free agent process and why Sacramento.
Yeah, it was just a process we went through, me and my agent, and my wife as well. Got her family coming.
Is that her back there?
Yeah, that's my wife. She's here with me. She's always by my side.
You want to come in here?
I'm good.
But no, I just thought it was a great opportunity, to join this organization, bring what I bring to a team. Just playing fast, which is the Kings do very well. Share the ball, shoot threes, and play together as a team. And we just thought it would be a perfect fit for me to help grow my game to the next level.
Jordan, you guys had a great year last year, obviously. Kings actually went in there and beat Minnesota twice. Just wondering what stood out to you about the way the Kings played you guys last year.
Yeah, just the pace in which they play at. I think that was one of the biggest game plans for us is, the way the pace that they play at. It may come to a shock when, the jump ball happens, and we weren't ready for it sometimes against the Kings, and it showed. And they just play at a really fast pace. They play with they call it a 0.5 mentality, where you catch the ball, you got to make a quick decision, whether you're shooting, passing, or driving, making a play for your teammates. So that really stood out for sure.
I want to ask you about your time in Minnesota, especially this season. What was it that enabled you guys to make the leap like you did this year? Was it just the talent? Did things come together? Was there something behind the scenes? Right? Was it defense? Is it something that we can copy here and like a blueprint to success?
I mean, I think it's just the culture overall. They've built it over the last couple of years, and it's something, Sacramento has built already. You can tell, making the playoffs the last couple of years. So I think our culture helped out as well. And then, the defense, our defense was number one all year in the NBA. Guys buying into that end of the court, and then just offensively sharing the ball as well. And then, you had a kid that was special over there, Anthony Edwards, and everybody else. They put together a good cast.
Let me ask you about the defense. Was that a coach thing, or was it a player? Like, did somebody take the lead and it sort of spread throughout the team? Like, how did you get everybody to buy in?
It was a little bit of everything, the coach's game plan and scheme. And then you have Rudy Gobert being our anchor on the defensive end as well. And then you got a bunch of guys that just wanted to commit to the defensive end. Our biggest thing was like guard your yard, win your battle, win your matchup on the opposite side of the ball. And everybody just bought into that.
How much pride do you take in your defense? Because you're by NBA standards, obviously you're not especially big, but you've got the reputation of being an excellent defender. Defensive numbers are tricky sometimes. Your defensive numbers last year, your offensive defensive rating were incredibly high. Is that how much do you enjoy playing defense?
I enjoy it. I gotta do it. In my high school at Etowanda, Coach Kleckner, if you didn't play defense, you didn't play. No matter how good.
That's Mike Brown too. That's Mike Brown. Yeah,
that's something I definitely hang my hat on. And like you said, I'm not tall, I'm not lengthy, but I got to be a pest on defense. So picking up 94 feet, being handsy, and just trying to change the pace and the flow of the game is something I definitely hang my hat on.
So you're just trying to annoy guys like you don't want to be annoyed when you're bringing the ball up, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Not everybody likes that in the NBA, believe it or not.
What was the Kings' pitch to you to help make you make this decision?
I mean, it wasn't one. Like I said, I just enjoyed the team. I know what they're about, and I just feel like my style of play fits very well. Again, playing fast. That's something I was always told to do when I checked into the game in Minnesota. Is just changing the pace of the game. So I feel like it's a perfect fit for me and a great opportunity.
Jordan McLaughlin is with us here, one of the newest Sacramento Kings. I understand your dad was a baseball player and you played a little baseball, but didn't quite stick with you.
Yeah, it didn't stick with me. So my dad played in the minor leagues for the Giants. Actually,
wow.
He was a pitcher.
Okay.
And then I played a little bit. I liked it, but the game was too slow, and I didn't play pitcher. I was at the age where they kind of moved you around each game. So the ball wasn't in my hands. So I stuck with basketball. The ball was always in my hands, being the point guard, and the pace was fast, and it was also an indoor sport.
Okay. Jordan McLaughlin joining us, new Sacramento Kings guard. Jordan, tell me about just your game. And for people who aren't familiar, we looked at the numbers, 47% from three.
Is that right?
Is that true this past season? Tell me about that, dude.
Yeah, it was right. Something I worked on my game a lot last year. That's something that I've always been told I needed to work on was my shooting, whether that's catch and shoot or guards going under screen on pick and rolls. And that was something I really took to heart into my workouts last summer and again this summer as well. But yeah, just focusing on knocking down shots, whether I'm open or they're slightly contested. But yeah, that's right, 47%.
That's
he's proud of that. You hear that, right?
Yeah,
he's proud of that.
Time in the gym, huh? To get to that number, yeah,
absolutely.
You being a USC guy, how far back do you go with DeMar, and what do you think of him coming here?
I think it's great. I think DeMar will fit in perfectly as well. Be another option for Fox and Sabonis as well. I think that's great. I've had a couple conversations with him over my years at USC, but not too much. But excited to be on the same side as him and learn from him and grow as well.
DeMar was in that Kendrick Lamar video. I'm looking at your bio. It says you're a fan of Kendrick Lamar, Drake, J. Cole listed.
Yeah.
Who's your GOAT out of those three? Where you at, right?
Kendrick for sure.
Did he win the battle though?
Guy.
Did he win the battle?
He did win the battle. You didn't see the whole concert and everything?
I saw that.
He shut it down.
I like to say, and Drake is the LeBron of rap. If you're a little low, your number's low, you out of the spotlight, pick a beef with Drake, and you'll come up. Meek Mill, Pusha T, and now Kendrick Lamar.
Did you see Steph on the court at the last USA game? No. And they're playing the song, and he says to LeBron, he says, "Is this the only song in America?"
Right, that's what I'm saying.
It's summer anthem.
Yeah, but I told somebody if we still playing that come the season, I'm upset, man. It's like they're in
You're gonna
Disney.
Be upset then.
No, because they're at Disneyland, and Mickey is crip walking down Main Street to the song, and I'm like, that's not what Kendrick Lamar had in mind, though. That's just me, though, man. That's just me. Oh, good stuff. Let me ask you this, though, as we get back to basketball. What's been your biggest influence? Who's been your biggest influence to getting to this point?
My family, man. My family has always been there for me. I've said it since like middle school, elementary school, before I was able to drive. My mom, dad, my sisters, my grandma, my grandpa would always take me to my practices. And so I just put in all my hard work and effort to, just kind of give back to them however I can.
You better mention your wife too.
Yeah,
I know, right? Having a supportive wife, no doubt.
Yeah, that's where it's at now with my wife and my family. We got our first little one on the way.
So. What? Awesome. Okay.
That's
Do you know what it is, boy, girl?
We
yet?
don't know yet.
Okay.
We have a gender reveal coming at the end of this month.
So. How you doing it? What's the gender reveal? How are you going to do it?
Oh, we're doing it at the beach. So
okay.
Her mom put it all together. So
is it with like doves flying in the air or something like that? Or
something along those lines. Yeah,
that's nice. That's nice. You've always been kind of a, hey, I can do it even when people have said you couldn't, right? I understand you won. You're in 6th grade and you won $100 for running up a hill at the beach or something.
Yeah. So my AAU coach and my trainer now, still to this day, Cameron Murray in the Prodigy program. We were at the Manhattan Beach sand dunes. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a picture of that, but
and you're 6th grade, right?
Yeah, 6th grade, steep hill of just sand. And he was telling his camp, if anybody can run up and down this nonstop, I'll give them $100. And I was just there with a friend chilling, watching the camp to participate in it in the following week. And I was looking at the hill and I'm like, this hill? Like, I'll do it. So without stretching or nothing, I just hopped off the side of the wall and ran back down. And he was like, see, nobody could do that. I was like, can I get my $100?
Right. Like, what about the 100?
Yeah. So and my relationship with Cam and Tracy have grown ever since.
Really?
Since this day. Yeah.
That's good stuff. When was the moment you realized, all right, I'm pretty decent at basketball. I'm pretty good at this.
I kind of always had a feeling, when I was younger playing in recreational leagues before I jumped into the AAU scene, you could just always kind of tell I was a little ahead of the curve from everybody that I was playing with then. And then Just when I got to high school, started getting recruited. That's when I figured, I could go pretty far with this.
Yeah, we're catching up with Jordan McLaughlin, newest King. I know that it's not football, but you being a point guard, you're running the offense. Is it there an adjustment period coming to a new team where you got to learn their offense, learn what the new players, where they like the ball and passes, things like that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But good thing with the NBA nowadays, everybody's running the same stuff.
Oh yeah,
really?
Everybody's running the same stuff. So
is it dribble, drive, motion stuff, drawing,
dribble,
kick?
drive, 5 spaced out.
Yeah,
it's all the same. Just the terminology is a little bit different. But that's why I took this trip up here to kind of get familiar with it. So I've been talking to some of the coaches. They've sent me some of the terminology over and the playbook and everything, so I could start learning it now. And then hopefully by the time season comes, I'm all adjusted.
How about our defensively? It seems pretty much doing the same things.
Pretty much the same. Just again, the terminology may be different. We may call something one thing on another team, and this team may call it something different.
Right.
So slightly different things, but it's all pretty much the same schemes, really.
Yeah, Jordan McLaughlin joining the Drive guys here, Sactown Sports 1140. You play with our guy Chimezi Metsu at USC. Did you reach out to him at all or talk to him about his time in Sac?
I talk to Chim all the time. We
okay.
Just talked to him yesterday, actually. But he also stopped by my camp as well. Extremely grateful for him and his time to do that. But yeah, he told me Sac is awesome. We're going to love it. He said the fans are great and team is great as well. So we're really excited.
Now, you've been in the league 5 years now, and the Kings weren't always as good as they are now during those 5 years. But what's been your impression of the fan base, especially the last couple of years, coming in to the Golden One Center?
Now, it's always tough coming in. You got the cowbells and everything. I heard the old arena was a little bit louder than the new one. But now the fans, they're tremendous. Even when I signed, a lot of them were reaching out, welcoming me to Sacramento and my family. So I'm super excited to be on their side and get this thing rolling.
Yeah, the old arena was a little smaller.
Right.
And there was a lot of wood in there. So when people started stomping feet and making noise, the wood kind of resonated with the wood. So it got really loud in there. But Golden One's gotten pretty loud the last couple of years.
That first playoff game that we had, after missing 16 straight years, loudest building I've ever been in. And the thing I'll tell you about Kings fans, they know their stuff. And they support their team no matter what. They've been through some lean years, man. And I think you're coming at the right time. You talk about the culture. It's a different culture in Sacramento right now. And we're happy to have you on board, man.
Yeah, appreciate it. I'm super excited. Like I said, like you said, they're winning and everything's going good right now. So the fans are super excited and amped up. And it's only going to get better.
How about, we just, Kings still have one more Summer League game. How important was Summer League for you? You were undrafted and you're a 5-year veteran now, but how important was Summer League for you and getting established as an NBA player?
Yeah, it's super important. Going into it, if you're a rookie, you're a little bit nervous and excited at the same time, and figuring out how to adjust from college to the NBA and how the pace is changing, the rules and everything is different. So my first year, it was kind of much that. And then going into it, my second year with the Timberwolves, I was a lot more comfortable, a lot more relaxed and played really, really well. And that's how I ended up earning a 2-way contract with the Timberwolves. So, but it's very important, it helps you grow and learn the NBA game and see what you got against some of the top guys.
Yeah, Trace was just talking about this a couple of days ago. Is it hard when you're your first or second year in Summer League and you're a point guard? So you want to show everybody, hey, I can get everybody in the offense. At the same time, you want to show what you can do. Is that a little tricky for you when you're just trying to show who you are as a player?
Yeah, a little bit, but it's all about finding your niche and what your team needs, what you bring to a team. And once you find that niche, you just got to do your role to your best ability. And for me, that was, again, pushing the pace, setting guys up. And then when I was able to score, I was able to score. But just reading the game and making sure everything was organized was the biggest thing.
Yeah, you bring up a great point and great question there, Whitey. A lot of times, when guys come to the NBA, they think the best way to help is scoring. Like we had Chris Duarte, here last season, and he was a bucket getter coming out of college. Mike Brown is asking him to play defense. Have you had to adapt your game from your college days?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's changed dramatically.
Really?
Yeah. So like I used to love to score,
right?
But I also make the right pass most of the time. So, but yeah, everyone loves to score, but to find your niche and find your way to stay in the NBA, for me, and that's been playing the right way, pushing the pace, being a pesky defender, knocking down open shots. So yeah, you got to change your game to whatever the team needs.
Do you see yourself now as, and I don't mean to put you on the spot, but you've been in the league a while now. Are you, you've been a young guy scrapping and clawing and making your way in the league, establishing yourself, and now you're a vet, right? And you're one who can give advice to younger players.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm willing to help whichever way I can. They just drafted Devin Carter, who unfortunately had his surgery, but he'll be back soon.
You got experience with shoulder injuries, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I've been through a couple as well, so I'll be able to talk to him in that sense as well, but help out however I can, on the court, off the court, in the locker room. I'm all about winning, so whatever that takes, whether I'm playing or not playing, I'm all in.
What are you doing in your downtime when it's not basketball?
Just relaxing, hanging with the family, hanging with the missus. Just laying low, nothing too crazy. We watch Netflix, Amazon Prime, Apple TV.
Really?
Everything.
Okay.
I know you said a couple years ago you were going to try to read more on trips. Did that ever?
I did. I have read a couple more books, slowly but surely. But I'm still getting into it. But I'm on a Phil Knight Shoe Dog right now. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Tell me about August. Usually that's when a lot of players take vacation, things like that. What are you doing before you actually get here and camp opens up?
Yeah, we're just taking one more trip for my wife's birthday. We're going back to Hawaii.
Happy birthday. Okay. Oh, you got married in Hawaii?
Yeah, we got married in Hawaii. So we're going to take a trip out there. But other than that, I'm just back in the IE working out. And then I'll be up here a couple times as well. And
when is the gender reveal?
July 28th.
Okay.
End of this
Dang,
month,
that's coming up. All right, next week. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So just working out, and then got that one last trip in before we get rolling here.
Yeah. I don't know how you feel about it, but I know when we had our first, everyone would ask, do you want a boy or girl? And I would say, I really don't care, but I really deep down, I kind of wanted a boy. But the moment I saw her, the split second I saw her, I did not care at all.
Right.
It made no difference whatsoever.
I thought you were going to put him on the spot. Like, which one are you?
I wouldn't do that.
He got Big Mama back there listening.
No, we're just praying for healthy. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Have you worked out with any of the guys yet, or been in the facility or anything like that yet?
I haven't. No, I mean, the last 2 days I've been in there.
Okay.
Keegan came in today. We didn't work out together, but I saw him, said what's up. Saw Devin Carter as well. And then I saw Adonis Arms when we went out to Vegas as well. Saw a couple of the guys out there. So that's all right now, but excited to get around everybody.
Can't you see him, Drapes, as whatever he wants to do, obviously, when he's done playing, but coach, broadcaster,
sitting over there taking it all right.
Definitely.
He's positioned himself, no doubt. Look, my last question, I guess. What coach has been the most influential in your career, would you say?
It's a couple. I'll say my high school coach, Coach Kleckner, and then Cameron Murray as well. Cameron Murray and Tracy Murray, those like my big brothers. I'm around them every single summer with the Prodigy camp that they run, or Prodigy team, their AAU team. So those two for sure. Kleck taught me defense and how to get to the next level in college and succeed. And then Cam just mentally picking his brain, his basketball IQ is off the charts, and it shows in my game as well. For me.
What was it like playing for? He was a legendary coach here, an assistant to Coach Adelman. I know you played with Elston Turner, and his greatest family. We're pulling for Elston. What was it like playing for him?
Yeah, ET was great, man. He knows his stuff. It was, like I said, it was between his game plan and scheme, and the players buying into it and everything. That's how we ended up with the number one defense.
Coach Finch hurt his knee in that game. That was scary.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It was wild. It was very unexpected, and we didn't think it was too bad until he wasn't able to get up. But I talked to him recently. He said he's healing well. He's off the crutches, and he's getting back to himself.
All right, I got one last one.
Yes,
because it just hit me. You guys lost to Dallas. We hate Dallas here. Like, Luka Doncic is public enemy number one. How do you feel about the Mavericks right now?
I mean, they're a good team, with the addition of
Jordan, you being politically – see, that's the communication skills coming in. He's being politically correct right there.
They're a good team, but, we're going to get them this year.
I like that. No doubt.
Jordan, thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it very much. Anytime.
Appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me.
Jordan McLaughlin with us when we come back. Free agent market trying up. Maybe good news for the Kings. Well, that was a lot of fun. Thank you. Yes, to Drive Guys. Sactown Sports.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets.